When working with digital files inside any software application, user interface designs and internal storage models vary widely across different software platforms, operating systems, and application versions. A methodical approach is to focus strictly on application-specific verification checks, rather than making unverified assumptions about how software handles data or where files are positioned behind the scenes. Every single action in your file management routine should be treated as an explicit check, rather than a definitive claim about automated system operations or underlying storage behavior. Begin your workflow by carefully inspecting the visible user interface of your current application to see if it explicitly displays an account name or location label somewhere on screen. Look attentively at the top header area, sidebar panel, or main navigation menu for any explicit text label that directly identifies a user profile, account designation, or file destination. If the current application interface shows no explicit location or account label on screen, immediately consult that specific application built-in help documentation for reliable guidance. Do not infer cloud storage or local disk storage merely from the presence of visual user avatars, email address displays, file path strings, file extensions, or folder icon graphics. Visual interface elements such as top title bars, drop-down menus, and window headers can appear virtually identical regardless of whether a file resides on local hardware or remote servers. Avoid assuming that any specific file path format, folder structure, or visual layout indicates a standard default storage location within your operating system environment. When you need to update a file identifier, check whether the current application explicitly supports a direct renaming action within its own user interface controls. Rename the target file only when that specific application provides an explicit menu command, dedicated button, or input field designated for renaming. If no option to rename appears within the current application interface, stop and check the official application documentation for guidance, instead of forcing a change outside the program. When preparing to export your work, open and inspect the export dialog or file menu to carefully view the exact file formats that the current application explicitly lists. Select only a file format option that is directly supported, documented, and displayed within the application explicit export selection interface. Do not assume or claim that exporting a file will preserve original formatting, maintain visual layout, or enable seamless data transfer across different software programs. After completing any export action, make it a habit to immediately verify the newly generated file copy before moving on to other tasks in your workflow. Open and inspect the exported file copy directly using that same originating application or a separate file viewer explicitly named in the application documentation. Verifying the exported copy directly helps confirm that the file output was generated accurately as expected by the current application. Do not claim or expect that file exports guarantee long-term data access, protect your work against potential loss, or create automated system backups for your files. Exporting a file does not guarantee that the resulting document will reopen successfully across different software applications, operating environments, or hardware devices. Treat each file export simply as a single format conversion provided by the specific application, rather than a universal assurance of file compatibility. To build familiarity and confidence with these verification steps, perform a harmless practice drill using a non-essential sample document. Open a sample document in your current application and practice locating any visible account labels or location indicators that the interface explicitly shows. Practice identifying the exact supported export file formats listed within the application primary export menu, step by step. If any expected control, button, or menu item is absent during your harmless practice drill, stop the exercise immediately without proceeding further. Use the application built-in help system to search for and review the exact steps supported by your specific software build and version. Continuing with file tasks without verifying missing interface controls can lead to unexpected results or avoidable operational confusion. Software user interfaces and application designs frequently change across software updates, operating system upgrades, and different device form factors. A feature, control, or menu location present in one application version may look entirely different or reside in a different submenu in another version. Relying consistently on application-specific checks ensures that your practical workflow adapts smoothly whenever an application interface changes. Remember the essential verification sequence. Check visible labels on screen. Consult application help whenever labels are absent. And rename only through explicit application controls. Export only supported file formats that the application explicitly lists. And always verify the resulting file using a viewer recommended in official application documentation. By framing each file action as a check, you establish and maintain a clear, practical, and highly methodical file management routine. Applying these application-specific verification checks reduces your reliance on unverified assumptions about underlying storage mechanics and file handling. Regular and careful verification allows you to navigate diverse application environments with consistent precision and thorough care. Focus on explicit interface controls and official documentation guidance to direct all your file practices across every application you use daily.